Hi guys, it's your girl Steph. Welcome back to my channel. I'd say it's pretty much like my everyday makeup look. Do you know what I mean? This is just how I look. This is just how stunning I am. No, but this is just how I do it. I have been having like weeks where I just don't wear any makeup, but I'm just like, no, but I love my makeup. Like, let me not look so much like a dog anymore. Yeah, let me sort it out. So yeah, if you like this look, just keep watching. Oh, hi Guinness. Hello darling, do you want to come say hi? Oh guys, look how cute Guinness looks. Look at his outfit of the day. Purple bandana. Oh, he looks so cute. Look at him, he's just like, why human? Why must you embarrass me? There you go, baby. Oops. Every time I put him down gently, but he just goes like freaks out and goes, ah! And then just like falls out, and I'm like, okay. I really want to get him some more bandanas because I think he looks so cool. He looks like those kind of like Disney dogs that were like kind of badass. And you know, like the dog has like an earring in its ear, and you're just like, oh my god, that's a bad dog. I love this lip balm. So what is it? This is my Body Shop lip balm. It smells so good. What's this smell? It's like melons. I love melons. I know some people don't like melons. Is a pawpaw a melon? Is it? Because pawpaws are stupid. They're the most stupidest fruit. Pawpaw or papaya. There are names for it. Papaya. Well, if it is a melon, it's the most rubbish of melons. Honeydew melons, amazing. Cantaloupe melons, I like actually. I really do. And watermelons I like. But my melons have to be hard. I can't be having soft melons. Like, oh, I have a phobia of soft fruit. For Prep and Prime, I'm using Prep and Prime by MAC, and is the Skin Base Visage. I've really been enjoying this. I do like those primers I can still kind of feel on my skin, and I think it's because I have very large pores, so I need a little bit of that to fill in my holes. Whoops, wrong wording. I did do a weird thing though recently, and I don't blame anyone. It's my fault. Like, I have to take ownership of my own problems. But I was watching Snitchery's video, and I love Snitchery, and I used to watch her a lot at one point, and then I kind of went into the weird side of, not weird side of YouTube, but the less beauty side of YouTube. And she was like, oh yeah, I just don't care about my eyebrows. This is not the shape of eyebrow I want. I want like the Bella Hadid like fox eye look. And I was just like, I think I want that too. And I was also watching videos about like how to reduce the size of your forehead. I have a large forehead. I'm very, very sure I might be the missing link. Oh, yeah, see? It still leaves my skin kind of like, not tacky, like it's ready for something. But yeah, so I plucked off all my eyebrows because I was like, I'm just gonna start drawing my eyebrows higher because I'm not gonna let this forehead make me feel bad. And when I get my eyebrows tattooed anyway, so it'll be fine, whatever. And the funny thing is that as soon as I did it, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh. But I was like, oh well, it's fine. So yeah, I've been doing something recently, and it's from Jackie Aina, and it's where you kind of set your face a little bit before you start putting on any liquid foundation with powder. Like, I'm an oily girl, and I don't hate being oily. I just also don't like being overly oily. So I just do it on places where I know I have a little bit more oiliness. So that's like my T-zone, and like kind of like, honestly, I get very oily cheeks. Is that weird? And I also get very oily eyelids. Oh, I'm just oily. What am I saying? I am the epitome of oil, okay? If I was gonna have a superpower, I call myself oil slick. I'd probably be a villain though. I feel like putting oil everywhere sounds kind of mean. The funny thing is that growing up, watching all the Disney movies and all the like kids shows, I loved the villains. I always weirdly was like more fascinated with them than anything. And that just probably goes to show why I love watching all these freaking horrible shows on Netflix about murderers and killers, and I'm just there like, I'm not like, yeah, you go, but I'm there trying to find out why they are the reason that they are. Like, I used to be like, yo, like, what happened to Cruella de Vil for her to be all like angry at these like dogs and stuff? So in all honesty, my Netflix history has just been a bit disturbing. Like, I've been watching recently this French TV show crime show called Who Killed Little Gregory, and it's so sad, and this little boy is so beautiful. Like, oh my god, he is such a stunning, like, you know when you just look at a child and you're just like, oh. And then I look at some kids where I'm just like, ugh. And then I also understand why Guinness hates children. Do you know what I mean? But like, you know, all of God's creatures, like, all babies are beautiful. Anyway, this little boy's called Gregory, and Gregory is such a cute name. Oh, I love, because then Gregory is a good name because it sounds so sweet and innocent when they're young, and then when they get older, you can be like, Greg. And you're like, this is Greg. And Gregory's just like, Gregory, Gregory. Gregory! Let me just brush off any like too much excess ones. I'm gonna go in with my concealer first. I have such bad bags that I don't want people to be like able to go, okay, she's put a lot there. I kind of want people to go like, oh, like, are you just wearing foundation? I'll be like, no, concealer's like all under. I'm using the MAC Mineralized Concealer in NC30. I've really been enjoying this Mineralize. Like, I've just started to get back into, whatchamacallit, MAC again. And the sad truth is that for Christmas I bought myself tons of MAC stuff, and then all of a sudden I realized that they're not like cruelty free, and I'm like, oh no, really? When I'm back in the UK, I will start using someone else. I think Hourglass is really good. Oops, I shouldn't have left that one on a bit too long. Awkward. Let me put a little bit more on then. One in these corners, and then I just think I left it on a little bit too long. Let me just spray it with some Fix Plus. I love skincare videos. I just love to be nosy and see like what people are doing, and then be like, oh my god, I want to do that, when still I have the most basic skin routine of my life. Like, I don't do anything anymore, but I also think that's good for me. I have such sensitive skin that I just have to be simple, and I know that when I put too much into my skin routine, I end up failing it, and then I end up not completing it. So when it's simple, I'm like, I have no excuse not to follow through. I was having my bad skin. I posted on my Instagram being like, anyone just help a sister out. And one girl I went to school with, her name is, can I add her name? I'll ask her, but if she says no, then I'll cancel this bit out, but I'll talk about her. She sounds like a celebrity when you think about it. Her name is Emily Rose Brown, but her @ is M Rose Brown, and she got in contact with me and she was like, Steph, look, I'm actually planning on opening a clinic, or I am in the process of opening a clinic all about skin. What's your problem? Like, let's talk. And I was just like, what, really? You're like literally giving me free consultation right now. And I'm like, look, I'm having a problem with texture, I'm having a problem with this, hyperpigmentation, like, as a black woman, and yes, I'm black. As a black woman, we deal a lot with hyperpigmentation, and not just that, it's when I get pimples and spots, I get crazy dark spots after. And she was like, okay, look, are you wearing sunscreen? And I was just like, no, I'm not. I can't find sunscreen here. And she suggested like a very nice brand that's called Obagi. She said they're really good. So maybe what I'll do is that when I'm next in England, I will go see her and actually like organize a proper consultation, pay her for her service. She suggested the Dermalogica Prisma Protect SPF in 30. Then she also suggested the Ultra Sun Face Anti-Aging SPF 30. So I might get one of those. She says that apparently Dermalogica is one of the best, especially for skin that can be sensitive and prone to breakouts. And truth be told, I am very prone to breakouts. I had terrible skin growing up. Really bad skin. It was horrific. So now let's get on to like my proper skin. I use 2 foundations, but I don't mix them. I just do them separately. So they're both the MAC Mineralizers. The first one is NC35. The next one is the NC25. The NC35 is like my exact skin tone at the moment. It's completely correct to me. I would say maybe just a little bit of a pinker pigment, whereas the NC25 is a little bit lighter than me, but it has more of a yellow pigment. So when these two come together, they give me that kind of olive skin tone, which is what I naturally am. Compatibility. So I like to use this for like my forehead, my outer face, and then I will use this one a little bit for like my inner corners as kind of a highlight, if that makes sense. And then I'll just blend it out. Doppler that. I don't think I use that much. I mean, just like a doppel. And then I just spread it around. But I think my skin has been so much better. But I would say it's primarily because we're having a good skin routine that's not necessarily like gigantic, but simple, that you can actually keep to. Otherwise, you're just gonna have troubles, isn't it? And you're just gonna be there like, oh, I can't do my 75-step freaking Harper's Bazaar-esque come to bed with me thing today because I'm tired and I'm exhausted. The funny thing is that I have not been doing much, but I've been doing it well and I've been doing it consistently. Isn't that crazy? That now I'm not doing as much as I was doing before. I'm just doing it better. But then I also have like a secret tip. If you get pimples, dude, if you get like a gigantic spot and you're just like, what on earth? Like, where did you come from? And you want to just kind of calm it down a little bit or get rid of it, get some Nivea men's deodorant, like a roll-on one, like that clear one, and just rub it on your spot. I don't know why and I don't know how, but it works. So I just started doing it. And I had like 3 gigantic ones here earlier yesterday. And look, they're there, but they've gone down. Oh my God, this video is gonna be so long. But people apparently love long videos these days, I've been seeing. So yeah, this is now my base for my skin. As you can see, do you know what I mean? Like my bags aren't as bad, but I don't look like I've overly concealed as well. And I just like to just go with a brush just to get off any excess. Then I go in with my Fenty Beauty Mocha Matchstick and I just kind of carve out. I've not really been that contoury these days. This is literally just what I do now. I used to do like my forehead, everything, and then I just realized that like I was just making my forehead like weird looking and it was not working. Oh, and then this is my Laura Mercier Sunset Bronzing Crayon, which is no longer in existence. I literally bought them out of it because apparently they were getting rid of them and I was just like, what? Like, why are you getting rid of such an amazing product? And then they were like, oh, not many people use them. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I just like to broth all of that out. I just love how sun-kissed it is. I just like to spread a little bit up to my eyelids, you know? And just bring it a little bit down. I don't put more on, I just use what I have. And like, look at that. Can you see that? I look healthy. This is the dilemma I'm having when it comes to my eyebrows. When is the right time to do my eyebrows? Is it before my foundation, after my foundation? Like when? I never know. I would say that my eyebrows, when it comes to doing eyebrows, I say I'm pretty goddamn good. I think when you don't have something, you tend to be so, what's the word? When you are not compromising, when you are, it's a little bit like when a guy has a small penis and he has an amazing fast car. You are, oh, what's the word? Please, what's the word? There's a word for it, and oh my God. Yeah, I need to start I need to read more. I need to read more, okay? So next is a little bit of blush, and I am going to use my MAC Peach Twist Sheer Tone Shimmer Blush. I do like this blush. I like that it's a little bit shimmery, and I like that it's that kind of peachy, pinky tone. Personally, for me, I love apricot-like colors. I think that kind of orange suits my skin tone so well. Buff it out a little bit on the edges, just so it just stays kind of up here. And then I'm gonna do highlight, and this is the MAC Hyper Real Glow. I know, literally, I'm a MAC fanatic. This isn't even sponsored. There's just no other beauty shop here, okay? And I can't go without makeup, unfortunately. So I like to put on my highlighter before I set my face. So a little bit on my Cupid's bow, because I love that look. A little bit on the tip of my nose. I cannot do highlight going down this part of my nose because of the shape of because I've got quite a bulbous ending nose. So I just always just put it on the tip. I've just always been a tip kind of girl. Then I just take a little bit, and I honestly do like to put a little bit of highlight on my eyelids. I think it brightens up my eyes quite nicely without being too severe. But I do love this palette. I think it's such a pretty palette. I did break like my favorite one in it. So I just had to make do. And truth be told, they're all lovely. I'm using the more goldy tone, and then I use a little bit of the more pinky tone, and I just put it on. What's this bit of your eye? This bit, the center. I don't bake anymore. How you saw me do in the beginning is how I just do now. I just find my oily zones and my creasy zones, and I just press into those areas. Just because, I don't know, if I leave the powder on too long, it gets like really horrifically cakey. And then when I brush it off, it like spreads my makeup. And I think it's because maybe I'm using a more mineralized foundation, so it's not so stuck onto my skin. I've just been finding this way of setting just more, I don't know, more natural for me. And I think because then I've pushed in the product, it keeps the oil at bay better, whereas instead of, you know, when you just kind of, you put it on top and you're just like light dust. I'm like really pressing into my problems on my temples, because I get weirdly oily temples too. In fact, I just do it everywhere. It's all over my face. All right, let's not lie, it's everywhere. All right, time for my eyebrows. Let's brush these bad puppies, these minuscule puppies out. The funny thing is though, I have quite nice, like, I think these are quite nice. I think these are quite boisterous and flamboyant. Those are not the right words for eyebrows, but it's how I feel. And then I just fail. I just fail as a human being towards the end of my eyebrows. And yes, I feel like eyebrows have become such a huge thing now that you are just like a failure if you don't have nice eyebrows. Isn't that so sad? I'm just like, that's the one thing I notice about people is their eyebrows. And I'm just like, but maybe it's just because when you don't have something, you notice it so much more. So like, you know, like if you're the kind of person like, oh, I don't like having small boobs, you just start to notice everybody's boobs. I've just always been an eyebrow noticer, and I'm more and more, I'm just like, oh my God, okay, we need to fix this problem. But my problem is that I also do like to draw my eyebrows. So I'm wondering, do I just go ahead and get my eyebrows tattooed? Can I eyebrow tattoo myself? Probably not a good idea. But at the same time, I don't think anyone will ever be able to do my eyebrows the way I like, because sometimes I can't even do my eyebrows the way I like. So imagine trying to explain to someone what you want. Because the truth is that there's so many different types of eyebrows. There's the eyebrow that suits you. There's the eyebrow that's on trend. And there's the eyebrow that you like. They can sometimes be very different. Do you know what I mean? And then your beautician, hopefully if they're licensed and they're actually good at their job, they are going to want to find the eyebrow that best suits you, that is like your natural eyebrows but better. But even you might not even like what your natural brows are supposed to be like. For me, I think deep down I wouldn't mind my natural brows, but I also think that I would also like them to be straighter, because my natural brows are technically like this. They go down. Like I don't have any eyebrow hair up here ever. My eyebrow hairs grow pretty much in this direction, and I just don't think I would suit that. I don't think I look so good with such like a downturned eye. I think I look better with like a more like a straight to semi arch. I just want very natural looking brows, if that makes sense. I want a very generic sense, as in, oh, this is natural generic, but I want someone to just go, this is Steph generic. So now it's time for eyeliner. I'm just an eyeliner freak. You can't see me without eyeliner. And when you do, funny thing is that when I don't wear eyeliner, people are like, Steph, are you sick? I'm like, no, I'm fine. Anyway, this is the MAC Liquid Lash Liner in Point Blank. Oh, not bad. But in all honesty, I need to just start watching nice stuff on Netflix. But I can't help it because all the bad stuff's so well done. Oh, and then don't F with cats. Oh my God, I didn't expect that. Oh my God, I didn't expect that turnaround at all. I was like, what's this gonna be? What's this about? What's going on? So let me just curl my eyelashes. But honestly, it needs to be watched. But yeah, I think I just have generally always loved crime shows, and it's my mum's fault. I remember we used to just spend, like, she used to always have the crime channel on, Crime Investigation on Sky. Weekends it would be on, we'd be watching crime shows going like, oh, can't believe you did that. Mum would be like, you wouldn't believe what else you did. And I'd be like, what? I just love crime, which is really, really weird, I guess. Oh, and this is my favorite mascara, which is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. It is so beautiful, it is so retro, and it is such a vibe. I loved the TV show Hannibal. I thought it was amazing. And then it just died off for me in like, I think the last season. I was just like, never mind. It was great to begin with. But I just love that kind of like deep dive into the criminal mind. I also loved Mindhunter, the Unabomber, because I'm just like, what? What in your mind is making you think to do this? I think it's just because I'm a person that I'm very big on consequences. And I'm just like, you can't do that to stuff. Bro, stop. Okay, I can't find my correct lip liner, but this is pretty much it. I love putting a brown lip liner on my lips. And so this is the taupe MAC Deluxe Brow Liner. I know, but I can't find my cork, okay? So this is very close. It's a little bit lighter than cork, actually. It's very, well, taupey. So I do love to line the inner corners because I think that gives my lips a little bit of definition. Do you know, I actually did overline my lips once and they looked amazing. But yeah, I pretty much do it like that. You know, I look like I've got a moustache. And then a little bit under. But I do watch like nice stuff on Netflix as well. Like I just finished Sex Education, Medical Police. I love watching Rick and Morty with all my soul. I also love watching like lots of anime stuff too. I think it's my dad's fault. He really got me into anime. My dad just started buying more of the Studio Ghiblis, and every time we'd be in France, we would always go to the Fnac, which is like the it's like HMV kind of. You would just hunt for Studio Ghibli films, and then when you're in that area, obviously it's not just Studio Ghibli, it's like all the Japanese stuff. And then my dad would be like, oh, go Max, Steph, go pick out something you liked. And then Max and I ended up getting into anime TV shows, where I think we first saw like Naruto, Bleach, like all of this stuff. And yeah, God, I really miss them. So that is it. This is my everyday makeup look. It is very, how can I say? It's not natural, let's be honest, but it's very soft glam-esque, do you know what I mean? And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you watched. I hope I didn't talk too much. I did. I think this is like, I think I filmed an hour of stuff and now I've got to break it down. Okay, don't forget to like, and subscribe, right?